start with your reading, Leo. Today, we are going to look into your past, present, and future energies to see where you're coming from, what you're going through right now, and especially to see where you're headed in the near and distant future. Keep in mind that I weekly select viewers to offer them free personal readings. To learn how to be selected, make sure to watch the full video. Now, let's start with your reading. Let's start with the past, present, and future. Okay, the main energy for you today, Leo, is the Four of Wands. And I love to see this for you right now because, as the main energy, especially, this is talking about a situation that is about to lead to celebration. There is a moment of happiness here, a moment in which you will feel the need to share this good news with someone you love, with the people you love. And this, by the way, being a four, is also bringing a lot of stability and long-lasting energy as well. There is joy, there is harmony, and there is that feeling of belonging to a situation that maybe up to this point instead was not what you would define as harmonious and balanced. But if that's the case, things are going to change and things are going to improve. How? Let's find out. First of all, in the past position, the thing that sticks out the most to me is the Seven of Pentacles reversed. We do also have the Page of Cups and Justice. But the truth being is that you're coming from a situation that hasn't turned out as you expected to. You might have had big plans, big plans around the situation. And the reason why I say that, it's because in order to get to the Seven of Pentacles overall, you need to put in a lot of energy. You need to put in a lot of work as well. This is not something that happens overnight. So you have invested yourself in this. You have really tried to make it grow and to make it successful. You worked hard for this. But obviously, since this card is reversed, at least at this moment in time in the past, what we see is that you did not end up with what you set your mind onto. This is definitely someone who maybe did not put the same effort that you did, a setback, a lack of reward overall, no result. And you found yourself maybe at times forcing a situation that was just not going the way you wanted to. And this brought a lot of stagnant energy because the more you tried, at least from what I see so far, the farther you were getting from this. If this was a partnership of some sort, it's as if you were trying 90% and this person was trying 90% but against you. It's as if the more you were putting yourself out there, the less they were putting themselves out there. And so eventually all of your actions were nulled by this other person's action. Now, if this is not a love reading for you, what we see is that the more you were trying, sending emails, trying to reach out, the more time it would take for this person, this institution, the other end of the situation to reply to you. So you felt that all that effort was just wasted, was just going up in smoke. There was nothing there, even though you felt that it was the right thing to do, at least at that moment in time. You kept hanging around. You kept going back to this. And you also felt a little guilty at times from what I see right here. You felt guilty towards yourself, Leo. You felt guilty and you found yourself telling yourself, I'm guilty of giving people more chances than they deserve. Yet, you couldn't fully control it, at least up to a certain point, obviously. And it is true that with justice over here, we see how important it would have been for you to focus on something that, if is not giving back to you, to focus on the truth. And the truth is that if that specific element, person, situation is not giving back to you, then maybe you should just walk away from it and let them walk to you. And if they don't, it's just not meant to be. Next, you know? The thing is that when you have given a situation your all and you have nothing else to give, maybe it's already time to put it behind you. And so we do see with the Page of Cups something that had a lot of potential, or at least you thought so. With the Page of Cups, we see the impossible that becomes possible. That was your vision at the time. Yes, it's not working out, or it doesn't have the right conditions, doesn't have the right setup, dynamic. But, you know, things are going to get better. Things are going to happen nevertheless. And I love that about you in this situation, Leo. You were focusing on the potential instead of just focusing on what was immediately around you. And that's beautiful. I don't think you've done anything wrong there. But when you see that you're the only one thinking that way, then it's time to let go. It's absolutely time to let go. Someone here definitely changed. Someone here first was in a way and then they changed. But did they really change? Did they really transform? Sometimes it's not the person who changes, it's the mask that falls off. And you've seen what was really there. And you might have not liked it. Now, in the present position, Queen of Cups, Four of Cups, the Magician. Right here, what I see is that you are letting go of that idea. But most of all, you are letting go of expectations in general. You are feeling a little empty from what I see right here. And you just decide to not control things anymore. You want to go with the flow. We see it right here, especially with the Queen of Cups. You just want things to happen because they're meant to happen, because they're going to happen. And you don't want to be there always fighting every little details in order to make something successful. Right now, you are doing the right thing, but you have moved to the extreme opposite of what you were doing before. Now you are thinking potentially, I'm not even going to do 10%. Unless this person comes in and they already do a lot, I'm not even going to go there. No expectations, not at all. And it's definitely an improvement from this. But at the same time, don't forget that the best solution is always in the very middle of two extremes. In fact, the Magician is showing us that everything you went through up to this point wasn't a reason why to give up, wasn't a reason why to let go completely. It was just something that taught you a very important lesson, that made you see something that you couldn't see before, and that at the end of the day gave you the tools to be successful from this moment forward, at least. But the Magician, yes, is showing us someone who has the tools, the knowledge, the awareness, but someone who still has to do work. This is not something that comes to them. This is something that they manifest. Therefore, they have to take action. So this is where you are right now. But also what I see right here is that something in particular is coming in the present, not in the future, in the present, very, very soon, if it hasn't already. And you are just in a way pushing it away, because you don't want to appear as though you have to chase. Why chase when I'm the catch? And yes, it's true. I love that. You absolutely should think that way. What I see is that you're not, whatever is coming in, it's got a lot of words to it, a lot of, it's very conceptual. but you're not caring about words anymore. You're caring about actions. Therefore, the magician right here, we see it why. You need to feel the good vibe. It's all about good vibes. Or if it's not about good vibes, it's going to be goodbyes, you know? I'm not going to do something that doesn't feel right from the start. And it's good, but I see you a little bit to the extreme. We'll see what this is about when we clarify to see exactly what's going to come in. How is it going to transform? Well, 7 of Wands, 10 of Wands, and this beautiful Sun card right here. You know, I do see you dismissing it, dismissing this overall energy that comes in once or twice. Actually, it's going to come in multiple times. And again, we know that you're doing this because you don't want to build expectations around this anymore. You learn to let things be, let them be what they're meant to be. But this is starting to look very promising. This is starting to really look very good for you. You want to push it away because you don't want to be back to that pain, to the pain that it brought you in the past. I see that baggage. You don't have now the ability to just think of this lightheartedly because, you know, experiences and hurt and pain. So it's not easy, but it's necessary. The very, very, very good news is that you have a moment of major happiness. We saw it with the 4 of Wands. We see it again with the Sun down here. What is this about? We have to clarify and see. But overall, your message so far, Leo, is that you have gave up on something. And whatever has happened there is 100% influencing the way you feel today and the things you do today. But that is your challenge. That is your strength and your challenge at the same time, because something is coming up and you will have to understand how to do things in a balanced way so that you don't push away an opportunity that could actually be really good for you. Okay? So let's see what this is about. Let's start clarifying all these messages in order to find out all the details about this situation. And especially, let's see what's coming in, how it's going to evolve, and what you should expect in the near and distant future, Leo. If you want to dive deeper into the messages with me, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every week I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a free personal 30-minute to 60-minute personal reading, as I was saying. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well, please. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Leo. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the upcoming events is the Wheel of Fortune. And you don't need me to tell you how positive that card is, especially in this position. Because what we see right here is that the situation overall, it's going to fundamentally change completely. It's as if at the end of this cycle, whether it is this month, this year, we see how everything is going to change, and not just in relation to what we talked about so far. This is a fundamental big change. It's good luck. And this is definitely something you have been feeling the lack of, especially lately. The Wheel of Fortune brings good luck, karma, destiny, that turning point that you so much needed, and that time in which you're going to feel that things are actually going to work out in your favor. But obviously, we cannot get there with a closed mindset or by pushing away this opportunity or these opportunities that are about to come in. So, as I said earlier, let's start clarifying. If I can get the deck, let's start seeing what we have here, especially what is about to come in. There is something right here that you're looking at with the 4 of Cups. that you are about to dismiss. And let's see what that is in order to make sure that you are going to do the right thing when that comes in. The Knight of Cups. I can see why you're pushing this away. Strength and the Eight of Wands with, by the way, the Six of Pentacles upright. And we know that with the Seven of Pentacles reversed, what you have experienced is someone who was not giving to you, a situation who that wasn't given to you. But now, guess what? Six of Pentacles equal give and take. So what this is about. This Knight of Cups, first of all,